Hello and welcome to another round of Wheel-to-Wheel Racing, proudly supported by Track Racer. Tonight kicks off round 9 at Kyoto Driving Park at the Yamagawa and Miyabi reverse circuit. It's a challenging circuit, full of a lot of twists and turns, double apex corners, and should make for some nice, tight, close racing tonight. Joining me in the commentary, it's a very good evening to my fellow commentator, Pagani. Good evening.
How are we?
Yeah, well, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Last round for me was a bit of a how you going moment with the second race, but first race was pretty good. How about you?
Fairly happy with the way things turned out. Finished mid-pack, started at the back, so all in all, not too bad for the Ford. Also, we've got tonight doing the visuals. It's good evening to Vintage Racer.
Hey, g'day Rexy, g'day Pagani. How is things?
Excellent.
That's good. Looks like these boys are getting. Looks like these boys are doing a one-lap wonder. So
okay, fair enough.
Bit of a commentary. You can maybe explain, Rexy, why they do this one-lap wonder.
Yeah, this is usually just to make sure that the settings are all correct. Make sure that the lobby's not glitching out too bad. So they'll have a one-lap sprint. We've got Zoo on the on pole here with Piper second. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Zoo's going to go backwards. Piper's going to take the win.
Yeah, there's no goat tonight as well, which is a bit disappointing for.
No, he was racing today. He actually does.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So the young fella was out doing the real deal.
Oh, good on him. Well, if he goes half as good in the real deal as he does on the simulator, he'd be bloody quick.
Yeah, yeah. I believe he's in a Hyundai XL.
Hyundai XL, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got it right the first time. A Hyundai.
You have to have a stroke halfway if you're saying it.
Yeah.
So at the start of their sprint race, we've got Tankmaster in the BMW off to a cracking start with Footner in second. I believe the Mercedes is a bit of a pig around this track. There was no BMWs in our race, so we don't know how they're going to go. Tankmaster's been relatively quick in Lobby B, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes in Lobby A tonight.
I think tonight, Rexy and Pagani will probably agree with me, it's a bit of two very different races. The first race being a sprint race and you can do a stop in the middle of it, and the second race being a bit more of an endurance race where you've really got to conserve your fuel, and again you've got a choice whether 2 or 1 stop that race.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
The first race being a 6-lap sprint race, you can pit, and this is one of the few tracks that you can actually decide to pit, and it may work out for you, being only for just tyres. I think it's about 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's really quick, and it does have a very awkward pit exit though. I think actually at one stage, Pagani, I think I must have just appeared in front of you at one point, exiting the pits.
I wasn't concentrating at all. I was falling asleep at the wheel. All of a sudden I look up into the Lexus in front of my face.
Well, it's a bit like that on the exit to this one.
Yeah, it's a bit chucky out there.
I'd say one guy who's been quick in practice has been Piper. I did a couple of rooms with him during the week, and yeah, he set some really good times in that Audi. It's got virtually 0 tyre wear on the rear, but the fronts aren't too bad.
What sort of times do you think we're going to see in qualifying tonight?
I think we'll definitely get into the 20. Oh, I was going to say low 24s. If I saw a high 23, I'd be impressed. But I'd say a low 24.
Wow. Look, I could barely do a 129 all week, and then in qualifying I got to do 127. So, and I thought that was fast enough. But a 24, that just blows my mind.
It is possible with these guys. Remember, we're talking about the top tier guys in the league.
Yeah, and the cars are very different. That Toyota 86 just does not have the horsepower. It's terrible off the line, off the start, and just doesn't have any grunt up the hills. But geez, it's quick through those long sweeping corners.
Yeah,
downhill section.
I think in the longer race, you might find Zoo at the pointy end. Pure Axel, of course, is always going to be quick if he's racing tonight. I can't see him in there.
No,
and
I don't think
also
Pure
can't
Axel's in.
see. I don't see his teammate either.
No, Scooter 82 did an RSVP for this round, so he's also out.
Oh, so it looks like we have an open field. It's anyone's.
It is anyone's.
Yeah. It's anyone's. Okay, so in that case, I am going to throw it out there and say I'm going to give it to the new daddy, Fine Moves. He's going to be my one to watch tonight.
Yeah, I can definitely see a BMW being top 3. I can say Tankmaster or early.
I can see him winning or falling asleep in the second race and taking out a bunch of people.
The other one I can see is in all honesty, I think Piper will get one. I think Fine Moves will get one. The only thing going against Fine Moves, as we know, and dare we say congratulations to him for his new bundle of joy during the week. He's had no practice.
Yep. Yeah, he's had no practice as you're saying. He's had his first child, a boy, so congratulations, Fine Moves. Look, I think one to watch tonight is going to be Tankmaster. He's been quick in Lobby B. The BMW, I think, is a good all-rounder and would suit this track. So look for Tankmaster to be up there. I think Squiddy as well in the BMW. He's shown some pace of late, and without Pure Axel, I think he might be up here as well tonight. So I reckon it could be a BMW night, but 100% Piper in that TT. We know it's fast, and it's a track where he can get away with a 1-stop or a 2-stop in the second race. So as they come out to start qualifying, Pagani, you want to take it from the top and
yep, right, let's go. So in first place we've got Piper leading the pack in the Audi, and then we've got followed the new dad, 5 Moves in the BMW. I think one to look out for during qualifying.
Yeah, next in third we've got Footner in the AMG Mercedes. It'll be interesting to see how Footner goes around this track, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. And then we've got Speedy Tyres also in the AMG Mercedes in fourth.
In fifth we've got Tankmaster, another BMW driver. I think another driver we can look out in terms of qualifying. I think he might be top 3. And then behind him we've got another Mercedes, Charlie Roscoe driver, Super Dragon in the AMG Mercedes.
Behind him we've got Zuzu in the Toyota 86, followed by Squiddy in the BMW M4.
And then in ninth we've got Early, also in another BMW, and then MPR in the Toyota 86. I think in the second race the Toyota 86 will do really well in terms of tyre wear. It will probably definitely doing a 1-stopper, where most of the car will probably doing a 2. So it'll be interesting to see how that car performs in the second race.
Yeah, the MPR's been quite quick in that Toyota 86. So in 11th we've got Intrinsic in the Jag, beautiful looking Jag, mind you. And then in 12th we have Wheel to Wheel Ben in another BMW M4. So that's the field. So as we see them make their way around, they're only going to get time for one lap round here tonight. Being a 2-minute and a bit lap.
Why don't we jump on board with Fine Moves for this first flying lap, who's following Piper? You could talk us through the track, seeing as you didn't get a chance to do your wonderful hot lap.
Yeah, not a problem. So as Fine Moves makes his way onto the start-finish straight, he's going to try and tuck in behind Piper and use a bit of that slipstream. So a nice long straight down the start-finish. He's going to brake just after the 100 metre. Probably third gear into this tight left-hander. Try to run it out to the ripple strip. Then when he comes up to the first chicane, he'll brake just after the 50 board. Try to clip both these chicanes or the ripple strips. We come into another tight second gear right-hander here. It's a real crucial corner this. You want to get on the gas early so you can get a nice drive down this long sweeping left-right into a really tricky part of the track coming up, which is going to be the left-handed double apex corner. It's a really tricky corner, and I think you'll see a bit of argy-bargy as they come through here.
Tricky exit as well.
It is. So a bit of a straight then, flat out, and just lifting a little bit as you come through this sweeping right-hander. For me, I try to tuck onto that ripple strip and then drift out to the fence. And then another tricky section, another chicane. If you can go flat out through here, you got to really be careful. You can run wide and get a 1.5 second penalty.
Or run off like I did.
Or run off or spin. So another tight second gear corner.
I'll tell you what, sorry to interrupt. Fine Moves is getting the hurry up by Footner through there, so be interesting. I'd be fair to say it looks like Piper's getting away from him too.
Yeah, I mean, as Fine Moves was saying earlier, he hasn't had a chance to put in any practice this week, being the fact that he's just had a child, or his missus has just had a child. So yeah, Piper's pulling away, and Footner's right behind him. Into a really tricky section of the track, this double chicane down the hill, really easy to get it wrong and run off and get a 1/2 second penalty. And then we finish into the long sweeping right hand, the 4th gear through here. And you're back onto the straight, so that's one lap. Let's see what time he can do. So 2:23 for Piper, that's just lightning fast.
Wow.
I didn't think we'd see that sort of time, but 2:23 for Piper. Tankmaster at 2:24.
Pagani called it early, well done.
Yeah. Wheel to Wheel Ben, 2:25. Zuzu, 2:25. So there you have it.
It's a bit brutal for that qualifying, wasn't it, Rex? You only get one lap here. I know you and I were nose to tail in our race and for qualifying, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you know, but I let you through. I lifted.
I know, I saw you, and thank you for that very much.
Well, I was commentating through that lap, and
oh, were you?
The back of the car stepped out, so I'm like, I may as well just let you go. So I reckon Tankmaster will probably get the whole shot into the first corner here. So yeah, as I was saying, Tankmaster a whole shot into the first corner. As everyone gets through, Super Dragon just had a bit of a bump with early there. It didn't cost them too much time, but it did cost Super Dragon a position. So as we come into that tight right-hander for the first time, we have Tankmaster leading Wheel to Wheel Ben, followed by Footner, Wheel to Wheel Piper, Fine Moves in 5th. Just come down the hill into the left-handed double apex for the first time.
So
Ben
Fine Moves,
gets
Fine
a
Moves,
little bit loose there.
Yeah, Fine Moves is just passing.
Piper, no room at all.
Yeah.
He's squeezing.
That Audi's got some pace off the turns, hasn't it?
It does. So, and being the only front-wheel drive car in the pack, it just handles completely different to everything else.
What would you do, boys? Would you just 6 laps no stop, or would you pit after lap 3?
Look, I think when you're racing this close, you can't really stop. You can't afford 7 seconds. If you got a good jump, or you were having a bit of trouble, then maybe. But yeah, I think these guys, you'll just see none of them make a stop this race. As we see Piper try to drive around the outside of Footner here. It's not going to get it done, I don't think. Oh,
bit of contact with the guardrail.
Doing his best. So as they come up down to the tricky double chicane, they go single file. Fine Moves runs a little bit wide there.
A lot of 38 playing in that area.
So how about we jump on with Piper for a lap?
on board with him now.
And just see what he can do. So he's tucked in behind wheel-to-wheel Ben. Wheel-to-wheel Ben's whacked on his indicator. I don't know if it's intentional or not. He's just switched it off.
It's a BMW.
Oh, he's run wide. Oh, he's on the grass. That indicator off has just shanked his race there.
Mate, that's all it takes.
By an indicator, yeah.
Oh no, very bad redress. Very bad redress.
We might be able to get a replay of that.
Yeah, we will.
But Ben's race foiled by his indicator. Unbelievable.
Those damn BMWs.
Let's have a replay. So we're on with Ben now. Runs wide, out onto the grass. Tries to rejoin. Oh, he's got it. Oh, that's bad. He collected someone there. I didn't see who it was. But just as he was trying to get back on the tar, he went sideways and into the front of everyone. Bit of a bugger.
So Piper just trying to run down Tankmaster at the moment. Tankmaster's got just under a second gap over Piper. And Piper's got almost 1.5 second lead gap between him and Fire Moves. So the BMW and the Audi off to a cracking start. So one of my favourite sections here, hard under brakes, third gear. Piper's done that beautifully. He's made up a little bit of time there.
Oh, so squiddy. Really come to the inside.
So Piper now all over the back of Tankmaster as he gets excellent drive out of that corner and a run up the hill.
I think it's only a matter of time, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to hold him off. Interesting line between the Audi and the Beamer there.
One running a little bit wide.
The Audi looks to get through those faster corners so much easier than the BMW. So he's going to make a move under brakes. He's going to get him. Tankmaster just push him wide, letting him through by the look of it. Try to get a bit of a slipstream from him. So as Tankmaster comes back at the Audi, just doesn't have the legs to run him down the straight. Will he try to make a move under brakes? He tries, but he's got to be careful not to get out to that dirty track. He goes for an over and under on Piper.
I'd tell you what would be wise is just to tuck in behind him and wait for the last lap. Keep your eye on your mirror on Fine Moves, because if these two battle, Fine Moves will catch up. But
look, I think you're 100% right. You know, the Audi is definitely going to... tyres are going to be worse for wear, you'd imagine, being front-wheel drive. So if Tankmaster can just sit behind him until about lap 5 and then try to push for a move.
The other one to keep half an eye on is Zoo in 4th behind Fine Moves. He's been doing really well as well.
I was about to say that as well. He will come through in the last few laps.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Zoo, you know, in that 2 out of 86, we know how good it is on its tyres. The only problem with the 2 out of 86 is it really does struggle for power. And even though he may be faster, he finds it hard to make an overtake.
Yeah, he's quick through those big sweeping turns. He can really hold a tight line and get on the power really early. Oh, his Tankmaster runs a wide.
Yeah, and calming down through that double chicane.
Look at it.
Yeah, you spun it, I believe.
Yeah, I did, unfortunately.
Yeah, through that section was my favourite section.
Yeah, you had to get it up on the curb. If you monstered the curb on the left and you monstered the curb on the right, you could really get on the gas early. But if you missed the second curb, you were going to go wide. That's what I found anyway for myself.
Yeah, I found that like the Lexus, the Ford, through that corner and then down through this double chicane, they really did struggle. But I don't think we've got any Fords or Lexuses in this race.
We've got plenty of BMWs, and Fine Moves is all over Tankmaster at the moment.
Yeah, it's almost a BMW
Zoo's
Cup.
on the outside.
Oh, Zoo's on the outside, yeah.
So nice driving there by Zoo. If he can just tuck in,
got a bit of grass on the exit.
Squeeze. Oh, Tankmaster's done him no favours by giving fine moves to Slipstream. But Zoo may be able to make a move under brakes here. No, he's going to leave the baby daddy alone and give him third position.
Zoo is pushing that thing to the limit. Look how much track he's using.
Yeah, and Piper's just running away at the moment. So Piper's opened up a 2-second gap over Tankmaster. So the battle really is between second, third and fourth here.
So this is the second stage of the race. I would expect tyres starting to come into it now. So what are the tyres doing, boys, for the top four?
Yeah, as you'd expect, their tyres are starting to wear, especially that front left. If we look at Piper, Piper's actually wearing fairly even.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
And actually his left tyre doesn't seem to have as much damage as what, say, Tankmaster or Fine Moves have.
If
so
anything,
the Audi surprisingly...
That's more than the Beamers.
Yeah, which is a real surprise, being a front-wheel drive car. But Zoo, you know, his tyres are probably the best. So just going back through the rest of the pack, it looks like the Mercedes is quite heavy on its tyres, with their left hand wearing quite a bit. Oh, Squiddy just a little bit out of control there. He's going to pick up a 1.5 second penalty as he runs wide through that corner.
Yeah, 1 second penalty.
Yeah, 1 second. So that's unlucky, but really easy to do through that section of track.
Ooh.
No, I'm really surprised with he's not doing too well. He's Ben 666 in the BMW.
Well,
he had that moment with the MPR, but even then he's still dropped off an MPR about a solid 5 seconds.
Maybe frustrated at himself.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that as a possibility.
Yeah, me too.
Intrinsic running wide. Oh, he's caught the grass.
So, Super Dragon all over the back. Oh no, sorry, Speedy Tyres all over the back of Footner at the moment. So we've got a Mercedes battle opening up here for 6th, 7th and 8th.
Got to keep an eye on Tankmaster and Fine Moves as well. That's all kicking off too. Zoo's in there as well for 4th.
Yeah, so Fine Moves has made a move past Tankmaster. So Fine Moves having a good drive considering he didn't get to put any practice in this week. And Zoo now pressuring Tankmaster. So I reckon Zoo, you'll find will get past Tankmaster shortly.
Oh, Super Dragon just letting Footner go past.
Pan Mac just saying it's astonishing on tyre wear. Making any pass on the racing line is an unbelievable grind he found.
Who was that, sorry?
Pan Mac.
Okay.
Just saying how hard it is to pass around here.
Yeah.
Off the racing line. So, which he's 100% right. You know, you really do sort of need to look for a mistake. I found through here, if a car ran wide, you can slip underneath.
That's
if you've got a good enough drive. And then your next passing opportunity is probably under brakes. Zoo, just nice save there. Under brakes in this corner here. You can run it in a little bit deep and really hug that ripple strip. Or try to drive around the outside to go underneath here.
He won't have the grunt though, the poor bugger.
No. So other than that, you know, under brakes at the end of the straight, the main straight or start finish straight, are sort of your only real opportunities. Like you really do have to work hard around this track. There's a lot of corners. It's 2.5 minutes long. It's got hairpins, off camber corners, fast flowing. It's got a bit of everything.
It feels like a short race too, only being 6 laps. It's not, because it's...
No, it's not. 2.5 minutes each lap.
Yeah, it feels like it when you're driving. I always feel like you haven't got enough time to get stuff done, but...
So if you just want to jump back into 6th, 7th and 8th, Footner's just run wide. It seems every time I start to talk about Footner, he runs off the track. But there's a nice battle opening up between the 3 Mercedes as Super Dragon just gives Speedy a bit of a rub. Nothing too major. But nice battle opening up between the 3 Mercedes teammates.
There's a good battle in the 11th and 12th between Intrinsic and Ben. The Intrinsic had a moment coming up the hill before those annual chicanes. Into the one, got a bit of damage.
So back on to the battle between 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment. So Tankmaster just giving Fire Moves a bit of a hurry up.
This is the final lap.
Intrinsic hits the wall again. Oh, he's having an absolute shock at this race.
So Zoo just running a little bit wide there. Oh no, just actually got a nice drive there. Well done there by Zoo. So he's giving him just enough to get behind Tankmaster here. If he can tuck on the inside, he might be able to. Hey. Just gave Tankmaster a bit of a tap. So the next opportunity for Zoo here is probably to try to get him under brakes. Or drive around the outside as he's going for a move under brakes here. Oh, and Tankmaster went for a move on Fire Moves and just ruined his race. So the move was never really on to try to take Fire Moves there by Tankmaster. Thankfully he pulled out at the last second. But yeah, that move was never really on.
Just do a quick replay there, guys. Oh yeah, he was going to run up the back of Fire Moves, jagged it left just in the last moment, but like you said, that move was never on. It's never going to happen.
No, if he continued through there, he would have taken out Fire Moves for sure.
Better to have 1 BMW out of the race instead of 2.
Yes.
So
as we come round, Footner's not going to have the pace to be able, Zuzu's not going to have the pace to be able to drive past Fire Moves down the end here. Even with Slipstream.
So Piper gets the flag.
Oh, he's getting close.
He'll get close.
He's getting close.
Once he pulls out of that Slipstream,
that's
it. So great drive by Piper to take first. Fire Moves does a fine job in second. Zuzu takes third. Tankmaster in fourth. Early in fifth. Then we've got a battle for sixth. MPR takes Super Dragon, then Squiddy. Footner, don't know what he's done, but he's finished in 10th. Wheel to Wheel Ben, after being messed up by an indicator, finishes 11th. And I didn't get to see finish 12th. So well done, Piper. Great drive to take out the first race.
Yeah, pole position, fastest lap, clean race. Well done, 3 stars.
So race 2 should be an interesting race. It's going to be 12 laps around here. Fuel saving is going to come into play. I noticed in race 2, Panmac ran out of fuel coming onto the main straight, which gave me the opportunity to overtake him for 5th place. So unlucky, Panmac.
Footner finished 10th in that race.
Yeah, he must have run wide again, I'm not too sure, but he was battling for basically 6th. So just going through the chat, all the boys are having a chat. Oh, Pagani's in chat as well. Good one, Pagani.
Why not?
So Tombo's in the chat. He's saying, awesome race, Zooman. And it was a good drive there by Tombo for race 2. He actually had a good race for both races, actually. So well done, Tombo, fellow Ford teammate. We got Zedi in the chat. So Zedi, tell me how you went tonight, mate. Hustle 1, Div C. Okay.
I can't hear Zedi.
Beat me by 6. What, 6 seconds? 6 lengths? 6 what? Oh, and and a certain man's telephone number says he loves me. And I love you too.
Are you looking in the general chat?
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. No, this is in Twitch chat.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that would be the G-Man, the golden mullet.
Tell you what, the golden mullet did some miles yesterday, 6:30 a.m. to about 7 p.m. Didn't leave the chair once.
Yeah, I was surprised that he didn't race tonight. So a little bit disappointed. Always like watching the mullet run round.
Yep. I think
Zeddy also loves me and you, Vintage.
Yeah, Zeddy and I had a couple of good little battles in practice. It was a lot of fun. I actually ran out of fuel on one of my practice sessions with Zeddy right behind me, so I kept swerving over the track to get him to tap me across the line. But he didn't do it. Bugger.
And Zeddy, I love you too. I haven't forgotten about you. I've just been talking. I just didn't get a chance to say it. But Zeddy's found some real pace of late in that Mercedes. So he's another up and comer in wheel to wheel.
How do we reckon the McLaren F1 would have gone round? Oh no, the McLaren Group 4 one would have gone round here.
It went well. Nightwalker won the second race.
He did.
In Group B, which you can watch that after this if you'd like. But yeah, he won by about 5 seconds. Didn't do too well in the first race. I was battling him for a while, but I think he may have got caught up in an incident. But no, great drive by Nightwalker in the second race, that's for sure.
Yeah, I did some laps I actually did a race in the McLaren during practice, just for a bit of a see what the difference was between that and the Lexus. And old McLaren had some beautiful on the turn in, no understeer, just really nice turn in and corner exit.
Are you leaving my team?
Mate, after my performance in race 1, you might kick me off.
Look, I think it balanced out when I had my poor performance in race 2, so I think it's even.
Yeah. Look, while we're at it, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you enjoyed tonight's racing, subscribe as well. And if you're interested in participating in wheel-to-wheel racing next season, head to our Facebook page and look for Wheel-to-Wheel Racing League, and then click the register button.
Here we go, the 12-lapper.
Off to race 2. What do you think? One stop or a 2-stopper for this race, guys?
I reckon 2-stop.
For me, 2-stop. And you don't want to be taking fuel on that second stop. Or if you do, it's just a splash. You can't be sitting there, otherwise you just might as well kiss your race goodbye.
2 4-lap stints, I think, work really well. You're taking a small amount of fuel. 2-stop for me.
Wheel-to-wheel Ben should go well here. He's a bit like myself. You sort of throw away the first race. Not throw it away, but to sit on the front row for the second race. With a guy like Ben, yeah, he could be up for a good race.
As we see them take off into the first corner, we've got Intrinsic leading them around with Wheel-to-Wheel Ben, Footner and Squiddy all bunched up. As they go single file through the first chicane, Intrinsic still leading, Wheel-to-Wheel Ben, Footner, Squiddy in the BMW. Then we've got Super Dragon in 5th in the Mercedes, Speedy in the Toyota, in another Mercedes, Tankmaster in 7th, Fire Move 8th. So nice clean start by the boys. As Intrinsic just opens up a little bit of a lead, half a second. Didn't have a very good race in the first race, but look, I think the Jag went well in Group B.
Yeah, Con put in a good performance in the Jag tonight. He was on the podium in the second race. Well done, Con.
And as we know, it's a hard track to overtake.
Tankmaster's on a mission at the moment.
So Wheel-to-Wheel Ben just catching up to Intrinsic there, and Dragon Footner along with him.
Just a slight mistake there, but Intrinsic
running wide.
Yeah, it's allowed Ben
really
past
easy
and
to
Footner.
do through that corner. I think you feel like you can carry more speed through that corner. You forget how tight it is.
It's a bit misleading that corner, it is.
It really is.
It's almost a double apex corner.
Rushing the wall.
Squidley's got himself in the mix there as well. He had a very quiet first race and he's currently in third, which is terrific.
Yeah, so Footner all over the back of wheel-to-wheel Ben at the moment. So he's put himself in a good position to make an overtake here. Looks like he's going to get it done underneath wheel-to-wheel Ben. But can Ben utilise that slipstream and get a run down the straight? Tankmaster with a great start up into fourth. So it's Mercedes, BMW, BMW, BMW. Also Piper.
Yeah,
looks like he's had a good and Fine Moves being dragged along with him.
What would you do if you were Fine Moves? Would you just follow Piper? Just be content to follow him at this stage?
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah, why not? But, you know, when you're working your way through these fields too, you sort of need to look for any opportunity that presents itself to get through people. You don't want to get left behind.
Yeah, Piper's got past Intrinsic.
Yeah, so now Fire Moves has got to try to find a way around him as quick as he can.
Yeah, and Zoo's also battling Super Dragon too. He's trying to get past.
So Footner leads him through the double apex corner along this little back straight here. So nice battle developing for the top four. Soon to be top five with Piper going to be end of this next lap.
Piper. We're on board with Piper at the moment.
So it'd be interesting to see who does a two-stop, who does a one-stop. As we can see, Squiddy's got the baby daddy on board as a homage to Fire Move.
Yeah, he's quite proud of that livery and good on him.
Yeah, so a lot of the boys running congratulations Fine Moves on their cars throughout this weekend, throughout all the lobbies.
Yeah, saw some on yours, Pagani. Nice touch.
Yeah, I'm running a one round special on my car. We congratulate Fine Move on the delivery of his new baby. I think Intrinsic as well is running a special livery dedicated for Fine Moves.
I tell you what, I'm bored with Piper at the moment. Those BMWs, Squidley and Tankmaster, down there through the S's, coming on to the last corner. Man, they were just side by side.
Yeah, it's just brought Piper right into the mix there, so he's split the two BMWs. And I'll probably make a move under brakes on Tankmaster here. Yeah, gets it done nicely. So Piper up into third. Now he's going to have to work on chasing down wheel-to-wheel Ben.
Oh, Piper! Oh, wow-wee! What a slide, what a catch. I'll get a replay of that. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just let it settle down. Mate, his eyeballs would have been the size of saucers, I tell you what. Let's just have a quick look there. Here comes the replay. Oh, just a bit of grass. Oh, catches it nicely. Doesn't lose a spot. Doesn't seem to lose too much speed, so good on him.
Oh, what a save.
So we've got Pan, Mac and Con rooting for the Jags tonight, so they're cheering on Intrinsic, being fellow Jag drivers themselves. And I've got to say, boys, the best looking car in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Got a soft spot for the Jag.
Oh, I think Moss getting a really nice tank slapper.
Is that Fine Moves?
There. No, that was Tankmaster.
Tankmaster. Oh, here comes Fine Moves on Squidley. Yeah, Squidley makes it easy for him.
So Footner having a nice drive out in first place at the moment. He's got just under a second gap to wheel-to-wheel Ben in second place, with Piper in third. Fine Moves has made a way up into fifth, so he's just chugging along behind Tankmaster at the moment. Squiddy in 6th, Zuzu in 7th. Zuzu's race will come into play towards the second half of this race, you'd think. And anyone who can really do a good bit of fuel saving.
One guy who's been a bit quiet tonight is Speedy in that mode.
Yeah, he's been a quite successful in some parts of the race in the previous one. He's been getting a couple of nice moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Super Dragon, who was commentating Lobby B tonight, did a fantastic job with saying that the Mercedes is a bit of a handful around here.
Yeah, it is true, and I added on top with the recent BOP changes, it really did leave the Mercedes out to dry compared to the other cars that got BOP changes.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is MPR. He's doing well. He's racing up tonight. He's normally a Lobby B racer. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys.
Yeah, look, MPR's had a few races in Lobby A of late, and has been doing showing plenty of pace in that Toyota 86.
So Piper's passed Ben, and he's on the charge for looking to hunt down Footner. So this is the end of lap 4. It'll be interesting to see if they come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, so if you're going to pit, this is when you're going to do it. You know, break it up to 2 or 3, 4 lap stints. So let's see if any of the boys come into the pits around this corner. Oh no, I thought they were coming onto the start-finish straight, but they're miles away from the start-finish straight.
They're not that quick.
This Piper has just made a ton of time up on foot now to be right behind him here.
Wonder how those tyres are looking for Footner.
Yeah, look, Footner's tyres aren't looking the best. If I was him, I'd be pitting this lap.
Piper, what would you do?
I'd pit.
What did you do?
Yeah, I would probably pit.
I did a two stop myself.
Yeah.
And I found that I rounded up everyone who didn't pit.
Can confirm, no, one stop is not the go-to strategy.
So Footner's just made a mistake there, and gave Piper an easy way through. So Piper's just grabbed the lead.
Footner's left-hand tyre is starting to look fairly worn, so you know he really does want to pit this lap. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. So as they come onto the start-finish straight, let's see what their strategies are going to be.
Staying out.
They're staying out. Staying out.
Wow.
So they're all staying out.
That's surprising.
So that's a real surprise. So Dragon coming in.
Mate, it's not a bad thing making a, whoa.
Well, the beauty of the stop too is it gets you out of the traffic. And because the entire field is all bunched up at the moment, I reckon you're going to see Super Dragon jump a few places. So he came in at about 7th, yeah?
I agree, yeah. The undercut, I think, here is really doable. Especially if you know, what I found with the Lexus particularly, you know, you're short shifting to save fuel, your lap time didn't really fall away. It did on the worn tyre, but not on the short shifting, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your lap time's all about the tyre for me.
Yeah, look, this is one of the few circuits that you can actually do a double stop and not really be penalised for it. So Super Dragon, he's one to watch, I think. So he came in at 7th. Let's see where he is when everyone else pits on lap 6.
He's just about to pass Intrinsic.
He's already caught up to Intrinsic and just passes him like he's standing still.
Yeah, once those tyres warm up and kick in,
he'll drive around the
inside.
Oh, there you go, inside of him there. Very easy.
Yeah. That's the beauty about those tyres. You just plant yourself on that inside white line on the fresh tyres, and man, you've got all the speed in the world.
Yeah. So Piper, he's opened up almost a 2-second gap over the rest of the field, and then it's sort of a gap between 2nd and 3rd, but the rest of them are all quite bunched up.
Have a look at Fine Moves and Ben.
7th and 2nd.
Sorry to jump in there. Yeah, Fine Moves and Ben are Yeah, banging each other.
So there's no team orders there. Great close racing there. You watch them come through, all fine moves.
Well, he'd be suffering a bit of understeer being that close.
Oh, Zoo makes a move. Gets it done on foot.
Ben's gone wide. Ben's gone wide onto the grass, which is allowed.
Zuzu into the pits.
A lap early. Maybe he's going for the undercut. It's interesting to see how much fuel they take.
If he can get some clean air, then he can run some real consistent times.
Both the Toyotas in a lap early.
So Zuzu just behind, or just in front of Super Dragon there. So Super Dragon did make up quite a bit of ground because Zuzu was in what, 5th?
I think so.
6th or something like that.
Around there, yeah.
Zoo's 9th.
So Piper just running away with it. Yep, go ahead.
Top 5 out of 4 of them are BMWs.
Yeah, it's almost a BMW Cup, just as I saw early run wide there. So Piper almost got a 3-second lead over the rest of the field, so really it's his race to lose at this stage. With Tankmaster with just under a second lead over Fine Moves. But then the race between Wheel-to-Wheel Ben, Squiddy and Footner is anybody's at this stage. So I think the battle for 4th is the place to be at the moment. Fine Moves just a little bit off Tankmaster there.
Well, who do you reckon's going to have to fuel the most?
Look, probably the BMWs.
Oh, Squidley's gone wide as well.
We know the Mercedes is really good on fuel, so he's not going to have any issues. I reckon he probably doesn't even need to take fuel. But looking at Piper, he's got over half a tank.
Really?
Yep.
He won't take fuel. He won't need to.
So as we see Piper run into the pits, followed by Tankmaster. Fine Move stayed out. I think that's going to cost Fine Move.
Yeah, I think it will too. Though, fair play, you've got to roll the dice, you've got to have a go, change up your strategy on the fly and see what you can do. If he was being held up then, it feels like he can put the hammer down now. If he could just...
Yeah, look, I think this car's got... This track's got too many turns, it's too long for the, to stay out an extra lap. I think you're going to find that Piper and Tankmaster are going to be in front of him after he pits.
Yeah,
and Fine Moves are going to have his work to do then.
Yeah, Zoo's come out in 4th, or he's ended up 4th out of all that, so it looks like Wheel-to-Wheel Ben was a bit of a loser in that.
Yeah, see, the undercut does work.
It does. And that 86 being good on its tyres should be okay till the end.
Yeah, tyres and fuel. I dare say Zuzu wouldn't have filled up, and it looks like he's got just over half a tank.
Not many battles going on at the moment. The only battles there are happening are probably 8, 7 and 6 between the Mercs and the BMWs.
See, Wheel-to-Wheel Piper's only 1.3 seconds off Fine Moves now. And then Tankmaster. So, okay, Tankmaster's 7 seconds. So, if Fine Moves doesn't take fuel, he should come out right alongside Fine Moves, you'd think.
Squidley and Super Dragon have a good little battle here. Squiddly seems to have got the better of him.
So Fine Moves with just under half a tank of fuel left. So it's going to be a race for second place, I reckon, boys. Piper's got this race in the bag. So we'll see Fine Moves peel off into the pits here.
There you go. Yep.
No choice. Let's go to
Just
Tank.
had to. He's just losing too much time.
There's Tank
His last
Master.
up was a. So let's jump on board with Tank Master. He's going to come out in front of Fine Moves, I reckon.
Oh, there's Fine Moves right in front of him.
So Fine Moves hasn't taken any fuel.
No fuel.
Oh, no, he's taken probably half a litre, I reckon.
Yeah, wow. So that worked for Fine Moves, really, didn't it? Because he was behind Tank Master.
Yeah, so I don't know if Tank Master got round Zuzu, did he? No, he was always in front of him, wasn't he?
Yeah. With the cold tyres for Fine Moves, just trying to get that BMW turn. Missed the apex by a mile. It's always the challenge, isn't it, when you come out of the pits on cold tyres? Just, slow the car too much and not slow the car enough.
Yeah.
Just nice double apex from Fine Moves.
So now we'll see if Tank Master can pressure Fine Moves into a mistake. It's highly unlikely, but we'll see if he can do it. Wheel to Wheel Ben makes up a bit of ground on Zuzu. Then we've got a battle between Squiddy and Footner developing.
Something must have happened to Super Dragon because he's dropped back from that battle group a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm just looking at him. He hasn't stopped to get new tyres. Although I reckon he's going to stop this. He just gives MPR a bit of a nudge there.
Oh, it's a bit naughty. Oh! I don't think they're looking at the radar too much. And yeah.
I think they'd be looking at the tyres.
Yeah, exactly right.
MPR slows right down. I don't know why he slowed down then.
Oh, he ran into the side of him, but why did he slow down? Good question.
So you'll see Super Dragon coming to the pits this lap, you'd imagine.
You'd have to, surely.
Yeah,
Early's run wide there onto the grass. Yeah, Super
it looks
Dragon's
like he's heading in.
Yeah.
So Footner just finding a way past Squiddy there. Squiddy's car looks fantastic with that baby on it. And
the L plate.
He's done a really good job there. Well done, Squiddy.
Did you do anything, Rexy?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't get an opportunity to do anything this week. I've been too busy.
It's a pretty boring race.
So yeah, it's sort of opened up. So there's Piper's got almost an 8-second gap over Fine Moves. Yeah. He's just driving the wheels off that Audi at the moment. Fine Moves.
Oh, his Ben's
got
had
a
a spin.
comfortable second lead over Tank Master. Tank Master not really applying any pressure to Fine Moves.
Oh, Ben's got engine damage. What happened to him?
Let's have a look on the replay. I should have that. Stand by.
Another indicator issue?
Not sure. So
They are on.
He's coming down towards the double apex. Following Zoo. Runs it wide. Oh, he's had a brain fade. He's just tapped the wall on the right on the exit, coming out of the double left-hander.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's had a complete brain fade.
It's really easy to do.
Oh, the poor bugger.
The black and yellow wall.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to do. You get on the gas too soon, you find yourself out there real easy. He's run wide again. So Super Dragon's just gone underneath him.
He's having a round he'd rather forget.
Yeah, I think he's got the shits with himself now because he's just backed off and let Intrinsic through as well.
I think another corner very
As we
similar
see
to that.
Footner sideways through the chicane there. So a nice battle. I think the battle between Zuzu and Footner is where we want to be at the moment, as everywhere else is sort of evenly spaced. So let's stay with this battle.
Just do that replay quickly of Footner.
He's nice and sideways through the chicane.
Gets a fair bit of glass on the first part. Oh yes, nice and wowee. Just maybe grabbing a little bit too much curb and grass.
So just looking at the two cars, there's not much between...
Ben coming to the pits, so is the Intrinsic.
Who pitted, sorry?
Ben and Intrinsic.
Oh, okay. Well, Ben's got nothing to lose. He's in last place.
I was going for a hot lap.
Oh.
So there's not much between the Mercedes and BMW of Footner and Squiddy. Tyre wear looks very similar.
Fuel burn
looks fairly similar. Squiddy carrying just Footner carrying just a fraction more fuel. But they're having a great race, the two of them. So Squiddy all over the back of Footner at the moment. Let's see if he can, if he's close enough to make a move under brakes here. No, he's not.
Oh, he gets a good exit mid-corner.
So Footner just opened up a slight gap over Squiddy there when he just got a fantastic drive out of that corner. So Squiddy now has a little bit of work to do to catch up on the back of Footner.
Unless he was too close and he's getting a bit of understeer. So he's backed off a fraction to maybe potentially get a good run down the straight.
I think he must run a little bit wide at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, they look fairly even, the two of them.
Here we go. Can he cut back in and get on the gas early? Oh, here we go.
Oh, his Footner gets a little bit squirrely coming out of the corner.
Oh, he's indicating.
Here we go. Squidley's got a sniff. Is he going to do it? Oh, just not quite close enough.
So let's see if he can get a under brakes at the hairpin up the top of the hill. No, he's not close enough again, I don't think.
Oh, he's a bit tighter.
It's not going to stop him from having a look, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want to do,
Just
isn't it?
letting Footner know he's
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Keep the pressure on him.
Yeah, keeping him honest, that's for sure.
Yeah, keep him looking in his mirror. What would you do, boys? You flash your lights as well?
I'd be doing, well, if it was Mountain Goat, he'd be doing everything.
Yeah.
He'd have his hazards on, he'd be flashing his lights. If he could roll down his window and throw something at him, he'd do that as well.
Be a McDonald's wrapper, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be in there tight.
Actually,
Got to
we
be.
get some lap times. So we got fastest lap is a 26 flat by Pipe in the Audi. That was done 2 laps ago.
Wow.
Well, that's
fine.
no surprise.
Yeah, fine with a 26.8, and then shortly behind him we've got Tank Master with a 27 flat. So 0.2 between them. Then we've got Zuzu with a 27.5, Footner with a 27.9, Widley with a 28 flat, Early with a 27.7, Speedy with a 28.5, MPR 28.4, Dragon 28.4, Ben 27.5, Intrinsic 29.8. A bit of a mix and match with lap times. A couple of outliers.
Yeah, 2:26 for race pace. That's lightning fast there by Piper. No wonder he's got almost a 10-second lead now.
Yeah, that's lightning quick.
But Footner and Squiddy still battling away. Footner just keeping Squiddy that half a second away at the moment. As they come on to the start-finish straight for the last time.
Last lap.
So let's see if Footner can keep Squiddy at bay. Just have a quick look through the rest of the field, make sure there's no other battles, but five moves.
Oh.
Yeah, stick with them, I'm just having a look.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It doesn't look like there's anywhere else to see. So yeah, let's definitely stay with them. As they come up, Squiddy again too far to go underneath. The Merc just gets a really nice drive out of that corner. But Squiddy's not giving up. He's throwing everything he's got at the Mercedes at the moment.
What's Zoo doing?
Zoo's a bit off Tank Master at the moment, so...
no one behind him.
Yeah, I can't see him catching unless Tank Master makes a mistake. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I think...
Speaking of mistakes, I think MPR just had one. Yeah, he did. You can get a replay on that. MPR in a nice place at the moment.
So Squiddy just...
Oh yeah, MPR ran wide at the double apex, left his braking too late, hit the grass.
He hit the wall hard.
Yeah, he hit the grass and hit the wall.
So it's been a great drive by Footner, keeping Squiddy at bay. It's going to just keep him for just under half a lap now. Squiddy's not giving up though.
Might want to have a look at Ben's fuel gauge, running on fumes.
Where's Ben? Is he still in last?
Ben's still in 11th. He's 3 seconds ahead of Intrinsic.
So Piper comes onto the start-finish straight, takes out the win. It's a beautiful drive there by Piper. Well done. Fine Move's going to take second comfortably with a 5-second gap over Tank Master. Zoo all over the back of Tank Master, but isn't close enough to get the moves done. So great drive by Tank Master and Zoo for third and fourth. Footner, great drive for fifth. He's held Squiddy off, a fighting Squiddy. So Squiddy takes out sixth. Great drive. Early pretty much just drove around by himself all race for seventh.
Oh,
MPR.
Intrinsic and Ben.
I don't know if MPR just did the old goat flick himself, or
I think he did,
or what happened there. And yep, Ben is out of gas and looking for somebody to push him across the line. So there we have it. Great drive there by Piper to take first. Fine Moves, fantastic drive for second. Congratulations, baby daddy. You've had a great race. But can't take anything away from Piper, who ended up finishing the race with about 11-second lead. And Tank Master in third. So that's it, boys. That's round 9 done and dusted.
Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
First race was great. The second
race one was a nice race. The second one was a bit, how's it going? But we had Footner and Squiddy keeping it interesting for us.
Yeah, definitely. That was all on. Where are we off to next week? Can anyone remember?
Interlagos into Group 3.
Interlagos Group 3.
Thank God we're back in a Group 3.
Yes, and the Lexus is a pretty good car around the Interlagos, so it should be interesting.
We're coming to the
look,
pointy end of the championship. I think there's 3 rounds left, is there? What have we got
I
left?
have no idea what the Mustang's going to be like around there, but I love that track, so bring it on.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, no, it should be fun.
3 more rounds, including next one.
Yep. So the pointy end of the championship. We'll see what happens. Thank you for tonight, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, lads. Always a pleasure. And I look forward to commentating with you next week at Interlagos.
Interlagos should be fun.
Yeah.
Bit of practice during the week, no doubt.
I'll see you on the track.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right, boys. Thank you. See you later.